Hello, hello, hello everyone. Hello everyone, do you hear me? Hi, my name is Maria and this is Talkin Nats. Hi, so quickly I just want to do a quick mention on Big Papi situation. I know this is a national podcast, but um, we all grew up watching Big Papi. I count myself, and I am going to be really honest. We need to keep him in our prayers. He's going to be translated to Boston for care treatment. So please keep him in your prayers, and I am really sure that he will be getting well soon. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Again, sorry for my 23-minute messy debut podcast. I owe you an apology to you all as I failed to deliver the rest 37 minutes. But now we are back on track and ready to deliver a good standoff. So, my second debut, Talkin Nats, here we go. Starting out where we left off is on the first draft pick of last week. That will be the rated number 14 prospect, the pitcher Jackson Rutledge, a right-handed 6'8", 245 pounds from San Jacinto Junior College in Texas. He pitches at 94, 97 miles per hour and reaches up to 99 with his fastball. So he has 134 strikeouts in 13 starts in his first season at San Jacinto. Honestly, this guy calls my attention. So he's a big guy with 6'8", almost 7 feet. That amount of height and weight behind his throw. He has power, and I'm very curious as to how batters will react to his power throw. And I am actually very curious about how well will he get on with the nationals team if he ever gets to play with them. And actually, but I'm very curious. So, what do you guys think about this pick? Leave your comments on my social networking sites, and I will very much love to read what your feedback on Jackson Rutledge, your opinions, everything. Please just let me know. My social networking sites are Maria Rivera LDH on Twitter and Instagram, so you can look me up there and just give me your honest opinions about Jackson Rutledge because I will really much would love to hear them. Passing on to last week's games, let's see what the Nats got in store for us. Tuesday was Nats versus White Sox. On Wednesday too, the Nats versus the White Sox, and from Tuesday to yesterday Sunday was the Nats versus San Diego Padres. A very long ass play. I don't know. It felt like a year of games almost. So I'm really sorry for my Lakers in that. So first up, June 4, 2019, that was a Tuesday. That will be Strasburg versus Reynaldo Lopez, Stephen Strasburg versus Reynaldo Lopez. On the top first, a walk on Moncada, a hit by pitch on Abreu, a line drive to the right field, and Moncada scores. Abreu to second, Eloy Jimenez singles to center. Abreu scores, McCann to third. Charlie Tyson walks, Sanchez single to the left field, McCann scores. Tyson to second, and the top first ended 4-0 the White Sox on top, and then on the bottom first, a single from Eaton, Soto walks, but no one scores. Top second, Moncada throws a home run that will be 5-0 the White Sox, and on the bottom second, Dozier gets hit by the pitch, but no one scores again. Top third, White Sox goes 1-3, and then on the bottom third, Trey Turner walks, Eaton walks, and Rendon doubles, and Turner and Eaton score, so that will be a 5-2 Nationals knock on the door on the White Sox. Then Soto grounds out, Rendon to third, and Adams strikes out. Nothing else. Top 4. Sanchez reaches first on Strasburg's error, 1 strikeout, 1 force out, and 1 count stealing for the 3 outs. Bottom 4. Home run by Howie, 5-3. The Nats keeps knocking, but again, no much action after that. Top 5. Moncada walks, Abreu doubles, runners in scoring position for the White Sox, McCann grounds out, Tim Anderson grounds out, swinging strike to Eloy Jimenez, and Strasburg did it again. Bottom 5, Trey doubles with a line drive to the center, on a count of 3-2, Eaton walks, and 1 great at bat for Eaton. Actually, really good. And after a Mel reunion, Rendon throws a home run to the center. That will be a 6-5, and Nats went on top. The contact and the great at-bats, those are the Nats that we want to see it forever. So, good job for the Nats there. So, a pitch change, and then Soto gives the first out. Matt's double to the right field. The 6th double this season for Matt Adams. Matt Adams. Howie doubles to the left. Matt scores from second, and that will be 7-5. The Nats are waking up. Sorry. So after that, Robles throws a home run to the center. The second time's the charm after the first one being cut out. And Howie scores. That will be a 9-5, and the Nats are going far by 4 runs. Gums out for the second out. Taylor as a pinch hitter, and Strasburg is out of the game, and Taylor is the third out. But a productive inning for the Nats, and they were on fire, and that will be the game because the Nats won 9-5 against the White Sox in an spectacular fashion. This is the great team that we love to see. So Doolittle saved the game en una caja de seguridad, por ponerlo así. And the player of the game was Anthony Rendon with 2 hits, 1 home run, and 5 RBIs. I could also add that Howie came from the bench and threw another home run and a pair of RBIs. So for me, he will also be a player of the game. And that will be the 100th career win for Strasburg, and a good start to a 7-game win streak for the Washington National. Hashtag Vamos por Más. June 2019, the Nats versus the White Sox again. Top first, 1-3 for the White Sox. Bottom first, single for Eaton, double for Soto, and no one scores. Sadly, no one scores. Bottom second, double for Matt, single, but for Suzuki, which makes Matt score, so that will be 1-0 the Nats. That will be at the bottom. Bottom first and bottom second, sorry. So on the top first, Moncada throws a home run, and that will be 2-1 the White Sox. And then on the bottom 6, Matt walks and advances to third with a double of Suzuki, and a sac fly of Robles brings the third of the Nats via Matt. Parra reaches a base on a fielding error, and Suzuki scores. That will be 4-1 the Nats remaining on top. Top 8, Jose Abreu throws a home run with Leury Garcia on base, and that will be 4-3 the White Sox. Knock on the door again. Wellington Castillo ties the game with a home run, and on the bottom 9, Dozier walks, and Trey Turner throws a home run to the left center. That will be 6-4, and Washington wins again. What a great game at best. Another hero emerges. Last game was Rendon, and this game was Turner with his walkout home run. June 6, 2019, Nats versus Padres, Patrick Corbin versus Joey Lucchesi, however you want to spell that. So on the top first, Robles doubles to the left field, Rendon strikes out, Soto walks, Howie sends Robles and Soto to home with a single, and that will be 2-0 the Nats. Dozier throws a home run, and that will be 4-0 Nats. And they make damage. And they could say also that the Padres cagaron el parque con una churra because the throw to home wasn't the best. Again, Patrick Corbin was a little bit off because he walked Tatis Jr. and his pitching wasn't consistent, but he actually went 1-2-3 when the Padres were out, so that would be actually a little bit good. So on the top second, Patrick doubles on an error throw of the pitcher Lucchesi to first, and Trey walks, Robles strikeout, Rendon walks, and the bases loaded with Soto at bat, but Soto went out from second. Second to first, and then Nat leaves three waiting on base. Bottom second, Reyes walk, Hunter throws a home run to center, Kinslet singles, Margot singles, Tatis walks again, the bases are loaded, and Myers pop out. An inning that looks painful for Corbin, but 4-2, the Nats still leading. Bottom five, Padres make 3 runs, Lucchesi wins, Corbin loses, a save for Kirby Yates. That will be 5-4, the Padres win again. June 7, 2019, the second game of this long series, Fede versus Margevicus, or as we say here, Fede versus Margevicus. That will be top first, Rendon singles after Trey and Eaton went out. Soto almost got it, but was an inch short for a home run. So bottom first, Fernando Tatis goes to second after Myers goes ground out, steals the third, and score with a soft machucon from Machado, which is out at first. Inning ended with an out on Hosmer, and that will be 1-0 Padres over Nats. On the first game, from the first game of the Padres, the strikes and balls count was a little bit crazy and all over the place, but on this game, actually it was somewhat a little better, still all over the place. And the Nats lost again 5-4 against the Padres. So on June 8, 2019, it was Scherzer versus Lower. Top first, Eaton singles, Soto singles, Howie singles, and Eaton scores. 1-0 the Nats. Bottom first, 1-2-3 for the Padres, they are out. And on the top four, Howie walks, Dozier throws a home run to the center field, and that will be 3-0 the Nats. Padres remain scoreless. And on the top fifth, Trey singles, Eaton fly out to center, and Trey to third. Rendon single to the center, and Trey scores. That will be 4-0, and the Nats are on top. Bottom 9, Reyes walk, Allen singles to the right, and Reyes scores. 4-1, the Nats still on top, and the Nats still win this game because they just couldn't hold the pitching of the Nats. So that will be the first game that the Nats win. And then on June 9, Luis Perdomo versus Strasburg. On the top first, at first pitch, Trey reaches on second on a run by Kinsler. Eaton grounds out to the second, but makes Trey advance to third. Rendon also grounds out to third, but Trey scores. And that will be 1-0 to the Nats on top. You need 2 outs to make 1 run. That is not good, but I'll take it. Bottom 4, Reyes singles and Kinsler singles to bring Reyes to score. That will be 1-1, and it's a new game. Top 8 with 1 out. Back-to-back home runs from Howie, Trey, Eaton, and Rendon. That will be 5-1, and the Nats go back to the lead. Bottom 9, Reyes ground outs and Hosmer scores, but Padres stood short. That will be 5-2, and the Nats wins this game, and they set a new record. So the players of the game, Howie, Trey, Eaton, and Rendon, with their back-to-back home runs.